and welcome back to Chitty Chats, guys. I'm so excited to be back here. I feel like the week has been longer than a week, actually. Obviously, last week we didn't have an episode. That was down to the fact that I just needed to regroup and come back fresh for you guys. And also, I don't know if it was just me, but I felt as though January was never ending. So we are now in February, which is like, oh my god, second month of the year already. But at the same time, January was like, I'm at a point where I'm just like, good riddance, seriously. Right, so sorry to have my little rant about January. Obviously, I am doing this podcast purely to be very positive and inspire positivity and invoke positivity. I'm here moaning about bloody January. That's not a good start. Anyway, January's done. Good riddance. Bye-bye. On to next month. So, in awe of this month and it being Valentine's Day on the 14th, I really want to focus today's podcast on love, defining love, and talking about the love languages. That is the topic of today. It's the 5 love languages. Now, you might be wondering, what is a love language? I don't know what this is. What is she talking about? And actually, I'm completely with you. I mean, this is new to me as well. I had no idea about anything to do with this, but it turns out that we each have a love language, and the love language that we each have is an indication of how we receive love. So you could be somebody that likes receiving gifts, or you could be like a touchy-feely person. I watched Love Island recently, and one of the girls on there, Demi, was expressing the fact that she's a really touchy person, and she expressed that to Nas, and he ended up kissing her and showing her that, hey, I'm so totally into you. So the reason I'm deciding to discuss the love languages today is really to invoke that topic, that conversation between you and your partner, and establish that as a ground of your relationship and how you like to share or show affection and show love to your partner, and how they in turn like to receive it. Because this is really important, especially when you don't understand that. It can create a little bit of a distance, but actually it's because you're not quite understanding their needs, and vice versa. Right, so just to begin then, I want to define love, because that's always a good start. I always find that it sets the kind of tone for the podcast, and we're all on the same page in how we define it. So love is a verb, obviously, but it's also a noun. So I'll focus on the noun meaning. And as a noun, that's a person, place, or thing. Love is an intense feeling of deep affection, and that was defined by the Oxford Dictionary. So that is defining love. What are the different love languages? Okay, so the first one is words of affirmation. And by the way, sorry, this is in no particular order. I've just sort of done a list here. So my first one is words of affirmation. So what that means is continuously, I'm not saying be, a broken record as such, but just here and there, tell your partner little things, like, even if it's, oh, I love you, or, oh, that's so kind of you, thank you for doing that, I really appreciate that. Things like that really reassure your partner that you treasure them, that you cherish them. And it's not, it doesn't take a lot from you. And actually, this is a good one, because I think this could be done alongside any of them, really. All of these could be done alongside any one of them. It's just what your partner, I suppose, prefers over the others that you could focus on more. But I just find with the one of words of affirmation, that's all about, in the previous podcast, I focused on gratitude, and this is really ties in with that theme, that gratitude and just being positive in general, because you might be feeling really run down, really rubbish, and instead of just ignoring your partner or being cold towards them because of how you're feeling, just these small things like, oh, thank you so much for doing that, babe, or I really appreciate that you've done that, oh, thanks, I really needed that, whatever it might be. It's just, it helps you to stay focused as well as a person, and just forget the negative things that are going on and reiterate to yourself your blessings. So that's a good one for you and your partner. I think that's a really good one. I've said that about 5 billion times, but yeah, I think you get the idea, you get the gist. The second one that I've put down is quality time. And so quality time is a key one, again, obviously. That's quality time is, I mean, it sounds really like standard, obviously I'm going to spend time with my partner, but it's not just quality time. Like, I mean, sometimes you could be watching a film, as an example, right, but your partner is like busy on their phone checking work emails. That can be really irritating, because it's like, you're with them, but you're not with them. Their mind is somewhere else. So just putting your phone down for a second, just setting that down and really concentrating on the film. As an example, this is just one example of many. But that is just a way that you can reassure your partner, who likes that quality time, who values that over maybe the other 5 languages of love, just to show them and reassure them that, yes, I do love you. Yes, I do care for you. So the third one is receiving gifts. Now, that one is, I think I'm guilty of this one, actually. And I'm not a gold digger, just in case any of you are jumping to conclusions over there. But I think receiving gifts, it doesn't ever have to be anything big. I mean, I'm talking from my own experience, but it can be small things, even just buying flowers for me in the shop. If you're on your way home from work and you come home with a bunch of flowers, oh my God, I'll do anything for you. I mean, you got me round your little finger. So, it's these little things that make a difference. And by the way, I really hope my future partner does not listen to this podcast, because I do not want them getting me around their little finger. It's gonna be the other way around, love. No, I'm joking. Anyway, moving on swiftly. What number are we on now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth one is acts of service. Now, acts of service is, I think, again, I'm kind of guilty of this, but not maybe as much as receiving gifts. But acts of service it could be anything. It could be opening the car door open for you, things like that. It can be just doing the washing up, simple little things that show your partner that, hey, I'm thinking about you. I don't want you exerting yourself. I'm here for you. We're working together. We are a team. And it's without your partner kind of delegating that. It's just something that you decide to do off your own back. And, again, it's just an affirmation to them, but through actions, that actually they are loved, that you do love them. So number 5, this is the last one. This is physical touch. This is what I was talking to you earlier in the introduction with Demi from Love Island and Naz from Love Island. For all you Love Island fans, I'm definitely one of them, sadly. But yeah, it's kind of addictive. I can't help it. So physical touch, yeah, it could be anything. It could be walking past your partner and just stroking their back. It can be rubbing their neck or stroking their hair, hugging them, kissing them, just to, again, reaffirm that, hey, I love you. So, as a summary, right, these 5 love languages are very different for each individual, and it's so key to establish this, especially from early on. If you've just met someone, talk about it, open it up as a discussion. It's about learning about each other. It's about opening the communication walls, and actually communicating, not kind of keeping it in and getting stressed out because they're not touching you enough, or they're not giving you words of affirmation where due, or where you think that you need it, because they don't know. They might not know. They might be clueless. So just talk to your partner and establish what your love language is. And it's really key to creating a stronger bond. So think about it. Definitely think about it. Even if it's on your Valentine's Day, bring it up. What do you think your love language is, babe? I think my love language is Anyway. So, as a finisher to this episode, I want to read a poem. And it's not a lengthy poem. I love lengthy poems to a degree. I mean, sometimes it just kind of goes on and on and on. But this particular one is a haiku. And a haiku is a very short and sweet poem. It consists of only 3 lines. And the syllables in each line. So the first line will consist of only 5 syllables. The second 7 and the final 5. So it's 5, 7, 5. That's what a haiku is. And it's actually originally Japanese. This haiku is written by somebody called J.S. Parker. He was born in 1963 and actually passed away in 2017. And he is known for using words and also pencil drawings to actually write about his experiences, and also write about people that he liked and I suppose not so liked as well. Loved and not so loved in the theme of love. So here goes. You'll never be lost. I'll hold you, even if it means I lose myself. And that's it. By J.S. Parker, guys. So that is today's episode. Done. Oh my God. I feel like I've talked a lot. And I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. No, I really hope this has been informative, and I hope that you do bring it up on Valentine's Day. I hope you do. Please do, because it's so important. I mean, establishing this is all about communicating with your partner, strengthening your relationship, and being strong together, united. So, have a lovely Valentine's Day, guys. I wish all you lovebirds a fantastic day and evening. I hope that your partners treat you how you deserve to be treated. And I will leave it there. So please enjoy and stay tuned for the next episode of Chitty Chats.